these cement ceiling sheets on your own can be a little bit tricky. So let me share with you a couple of ways of making it easier that I worked out. Each time you lift up one of these ceiling sheets, you've got to slot it into the joining strip that you will have fitted to the previous sheet, and it's a bit hard on your own. The reason is that the sheet bows a little bit, and when you go to push the sheet into that middle edge, it's not quite lined up. So I found a way around that problem is to put a piece of straight timber on your lifter that will keep that edge straight, and then when you lift it up, it'll line up very well with that joining strip. It's straightforward to put your screws in either end to hold the sheet up, because you can see the batten, which this one in the middle can be a bit of hit and miss. It's really worth your while to get a straight edge and mark it. And that way you can line it up and make sure you get the screw in the right place the first time. The other thing I've done is I've also marked this in the middle of the sheet so that all these screws in the middles of the sheet are in a straight line with the ones on the end. Because even though these screws will be painted, you'll see them, and you don't want them wiggling all over the place and some brother-in-law coming up and saying, oh, your screws aren't in line. So a measuring stick like that gives me the right distance that way and the right distance that way. Gets the screw in the exact right spot every time. This third hint is simple, but it works, like me. When you get your sheet up, you've got to slide it sideways to get it into the joining strip. And it's hard to do that with a smooth sheet. You've got nothing to grip, and you've got the upward pressure of the sheet lifter. So I just got a bit of steel and bent the end up, put it under there. And you can pull the sheet right through. apart from the second and final coat of decking oil and the wire balustrading, the veranda is pretty much finished. I've installed all the fire sprinklers on the veranda all the way down, and in between each one will be a recessed light, and I've just pre-drilled pilot holes for those. But that's just about finished now. This turned out to be a bigger job, took more time than I thought, and the sprinklers are out over the veranda here, over the front door. It's very satisfying to have the outside of the house very close to being complete. I've just got to order the 50mm metal flashing for up there, and today I will order the delivery of the gyprock sheeting, which was included in the price and as part of the package of my kit home purchase. So I don't have to find any more money to keep going, and I can now concentrate on the inside of the house. With the house having passed council framing building inspection, the next inspection I need by council is of the waterproofing of the floors in the wet areas. And now the plumbers come, the hot and the cold water's in and the floor drainage and so forth, but in the bathroom I need the actual bath itself so I can work out where it's going and then where the floor drain pipe goes. Once I've got that, then I can waterproof the whole of this area. And all these marks on the floor with tape are me trying to figure out what size bath will go where. I want the baths to be facing out the window, so when you sit in the bath you get that view. But the size bath we thought we'd want was a freestanding bath. Goes too close to the vanity. There won't be room there to open the cupboards. So I've looked on the websites at various size baths. The most common shape for corner spa baths are ones like this that have square ends coming out at 90 degrees from the wall, and that shape just was too big for our bathroom and wouldn't have worked. The other issue I've got with the placement of the bath is clearancing it away from the shower. There may or may not be a glass wall there, but regardless of whether there will be or not, I've got to have clearance here. And this bath here is intruding into where we want to walk through. So I've worked out that basically the design of bath that I want is not a freestanding one, which would end up with a corner here that we sort of couldn't really get into clean, but rather a bath that is designed to fit in a corner. 90% of the corner baths that I looked at on eBay were two-person baths, and we don't want one that big. Just takes too much water and they're physically too big. But this curved line in here works. It clears everything. And I found a corner spa bath because I'd like some spa jets, and I've found what I need on eBay that will fit in that corner that's a curved spa. And I've just packed it up from Sydney and it's downstairs. Let's go and have a look at it. Here's the corner spa bath that I've just bought from Sydney. It's new, it's never been used. It's 5 years old. It's been sitting in the garage with a tarp over it for a renovation that just didn't happen. You've got a cupboard in there. These funny looking things are speakers because it's got a built-in radio, FM radio in it. It's got about 14 jets in it. Got nice headrests, little side seat, digital screen over there so that you can do all sorts of patterns of spray jets. Even got one for your feet. Got the water jet built in, water outlet rather. Got a shower head that goes there. The fitting's missing off that, but that's okay, that's easy fixed. Mixer tap. This unit sells for about anywhere between $1,800 and $2,500. I picked it up for $100. The reason I got it so cheap is because in the ad it said that a mouse had got in and eaten some of the wiring. So I knew that very few other people would be interested in it. Here's the radio aerial. Here's one of the chewed wires that was just sitting there. It's obvious that that goes there, just needs to be soldered. The blue tape is obviously his crude attempt to repair it, so that shows me exactly where the mouse has had a little feed and where the wires need redoing. You can see that he's just screwed the wires on there. They're just standard automotive clips, so that'll just be such a simple fix. It's not even funny. Got a few minor faults like that hose is kinked, but if I cable tie that there, that'll be fixed. Got a stainless steel frame in it, so it sits by itself. So I'll tile down the walls and right along the floor, and it just becomes a completely self-contained unit that you can basically slide in and out. So what I'll do is I'll fix the few minor faults that there are in this, and then set it up properly, put water in it in the garage here, and check it and make sure everything works perfectly, then put it in upstairs. $100 instead of $2,500. That's a bargain, and it fits my budget. Besides fixing the few wiring faults, the other thing I want to do is to change this trimware from brown, which won't go with the colours we're going to have in the bathroom, to either black or grey. So I'm going to take these front panels off. They just unbolt. That'll give me access to that, and I'll repaint that and then put it all back together again. While I've got the panels off, gives me more access to just double check everything. I've got the cupboards and the two front sides off. There's a cupboard over there, so that's all exposed, so I can change the colour of the cupboards and the other feature pieces without any trouble. Giving it a bit of a clean, and I'm just going to connect those hoses. With the corner spa bath on its side in the garage, I've been able to mark and drill the hole in the floor where the drainage will go. So that about does us for this video. Unlike me, I believe Sophie has a bit of a fan club out there, so she says goodbye and we'll see you in the next video. You've just had a haircut, haven't you? We can see your face.